Namaste, it's Gayatri Dasi here, and today we're going to be making some choc tahini mixed nuts balls, bliss balls. So bliss balls are really good. This one doesn't take, it's just to mix it in a bowl. You don't even need to process anything. So no need to get anything dirty. That's my type of cooking. So this recipe is actually on the ASMY blog, and it's one of the most popular bliss ball recipes that we've made here. It's really delicious and quite different using the tahini. So we'll get started. So we have some mixed nuts. You can use any type of nuts. I'm going to do a double mix because we're going to be serving this out at the mantra room. So any type of nuts that you want. 3/4 of a cup is enough for one mix, but if you're doing a double mix, we've got 1.5 cups here. And we've just bought mixed nuts from Mixed Nuts because I think they're the best nuts. They're really good. And they're good quality nuts too. So the nuts are sort of the main part of this recipe, so get good nuts. Don't put your rancid old walnuts in there and hope for the best because it won't work. So we want good nuts. We're going to pop them in. And I've just chopped them up because I like mine really chunky, and I like to have a good crunch in the balls. So you can blitz them in the processor if you want more work, because then you've got to wash it up, but you can do that if you want to. But as you can see, I've just, can you see in there? I've just chopped them up quite roughly. And we have, we've used a cup of tahini because we're using a double mix. So just for one mix will be half. I'm going to, once we're done, I'll post the recipe on this video, the bottom of this video. So tahini. We always get our tahini from Mega Continental down at Kurilpa Street, West End. It's really reasonable. You can buy a big jar, I think $25 for a massive jar, 2 kilos. But you may not use that much. But they have smaller jars as well, and it's good quality tahini, so I'd recommend them. We've got maple syrup. I'm a maple syrup girl, I love the stuff. So we're going to use 1/4 cup, or half a cup for a double mix. And then we've got some raw cacao powder, and that is 1/4 cup, or half, because we're doing a double mix. And some desiccated coconut. So 3/4 cup, we're using 1.5. I hope I've got all my ingredients correctly measured there. And we're doing using a little bit of vanilla. Okay, and then all we do is mix it up. And these are really amazing. So give them a good mix. Now, if the mixture is too moist, sometimes the tahini can be quite oily, so you may need to use some more coconut, which we will probably have to do here. That tahini was quite runny, which means it's probably got more oil in it. So I've got a pack here. I'm just going to add a bit more coconut. Looking a bit better. So as long as it sort of binds together, it's going to be a bit sticky because it's got tahini. I think we need a bit more coconut actually. And we're going to, I'm going to roll them in different ingredients to just change it up a bit. I mean, I think everyone tends to roll their balls in desiccated coconut or shredded coconut. We're going to do some of them as well because they do look nice. But we're going to also use some nuts that I have blitzed up quite well in the processor. Let's try that now. Yeah, that's better. We roll them in balls. And so I've got some nuts that I have just blitzed. They're quite fine, similar to the desiccated coconut. And we've got some sesame seeds, and we've got some plain carob powder as well. So I'm just going to rinse my hands off. And grab a plate. So it's sort of nice to have a variety. We'll put some in the nut mixture. So I'm just going to do one of each so you don't have to watch me roll all these balls. And then one in the cacao. One in the sesame seeds. So if you're serving them out, they're all rolled in different ingredients. They'll look quite spectacular when you serve them out. Sesame, and then some coconut. So you can see I made the balls quite large. I like quite a good bite. So there you go, tahini choc nut balls. They're vegan, gluten-free, healthy, and the raw as well. So I hope you can make these at home, and let me know in the comments below if you had success with them, if you liked them, and if you would like us to do more of these recipes. They're just going to be nice, simple recipes that you can make at home very easily. So namaste, and thank you very much for joining me. I'll put a photo up once we've rolled all the balls. I'll put a photograph up of them fully rolled and let you know how many balls this double mix actually makes. Hari bol.